I'm from Ukraine, evacuated from war to Canada with my mom and with my daughter 1 year and 2 months ago. We evacuated from Ukraine to Poland, 50 hours in a bus. And after that, from Poland to Canada. It was a long way. Men from 18 to 60 can't cross border. My husband must stay in the country. Our family was together 14 years. And when war started, it was something new for us, be separately. It's a big challenge for us now, for me, for my daughter. Who knows in what time, in what date, in what year we will be together. Our immigrant process was very urgently. One luggage and let's go. That is why it's a big challenge, without money, without husband. Who knows what will be in the future. My brother in Canada asked to come to Canada because he worried about my family. He said, you should be safe. Canada more safe country than some countries in Europe. My brother invited us to his house and we were in a basement. It's not so easy. I'm looking for organization who can support us like immigrants. We are in New York region and CCSYR is a famous organization in New York region who support immigrants. Mental health questions, work permit, OHIP, SIN number, they can support us. That is why I started be with CCSYR like client. CCSYR is Catholic community service in York region. They support me in a question with my diploma and with courses who provide customer service. My English was poor. I trained with this and heard music, reading books, and of course watching films and speak with my daughter because my daughter started learn English from childhood. And I asked her, let's speak English. After that, started to be volunteer in CCSYR. They decide that I have good communication skills and I like people, I understand people. Now my job in CCSYR is community navigator in a community engagement team. CCSYR involve so many professionals who speak Ukrainian language and we prepare and hold great support for newcomers from Ukraine. My advice for newcomers is not to be afraid of the challenges. We are here to support and help you to begin your new chapter in life as easy as possible. CCSYR is here for you. I hope our history here in Canada will be successful and we receive so many new skills. Maybe we will rebuild our country all together. One day we'll be back and rebuild new Ukraine, more powerful and more modern and safe.
I feel like the most important challenge a newcomer faces is language barriers and finding a job. When newcomers come to our sessions, they're looking for friends, they're looking for people to communicate with them, to share their feelings, their experiences. We are trying to connect those people to other people. This will help a newcomer a lot, not only for English, but to emotionally connect with one another. At CCSYR, we have many programs. The Library Settlement Program happens in the library for newcomers. We provide ESL, English as a Second Language. We have conversation circles at the libraries. We have different groups of people sitting with one facilitator and they speak about many various topics. English as a Second Language Cafe is another program. We offer cookies and coffee and tea for our clients to welcome them in an environment where they can easily practice their English. So everybody's welcome. We never say no to anyone. Depends on how many people are coming in and how many people we register. We get a lot of feedback from clients and it's really good. Everybody's happy, everybody's trying to introduce us to other people. Our volunteers actually are native speaking English. They can help out with their accent, with their level of language. We have a partnership with public libraries in Richmond Hill, Vaughan, Markham, Aurora, Newmarket, Stouffville, King, East Glenbury, and Georgina. Library Settlement Partnership has been helping newcomers for over 14 years. For more information, you can also check our websites at CCSYR.org.
I know how does it feel to be a newcomer. Being in a country that is not your country, it's a big change.
The first few days of high school was very scary for me, but as I interacted with people, I relaxed more. And also just the ESL community, when I saw that there were like different people from other parts of the world, it was really nice to just connect with them.
The Newcomer Orientation Week is a 5-day program for high school students coming to York region. The goal of this program is to welcome newcomer students, give them an orientation about the education system, about the new school that they're going to, and help them make friends and settle down in the school community.
I came to Canada in 2020 from Nigeria in West Africa. This is my second year of being a peer leader. In this program, we have hands-on training on how to deal with situations with like new students and like immigrants to Canada. Some of the activities that we do are pretty much built for like newcomers. We are trained for how to interact with them.
I want to help them to make them feel comfortable and tell them that it's okay to be a newcomer and it's okay to feel anxiety sometimes, but everything's gonna be okay.
I'm just basically someone who can guide and be friends with the new people who come from all over the world. I want to be like a person who is very friendly and open, and I want to talk to them and they don't really have to be scared, and I can teach them about the school and how it works.
Peer leaders are the newcomer students who came to Canada a few years ago. We choose a maximum of 10 peer leaders from each school who will be running the program for the newcomers who come to Canada. During this training, all the peer leaders, they come together and they learn a number of activities.
We have done some training like icebreakers, some activities that have collaboration between the peers and the leaders.
So these activities include self-profile, skit presentations, the locks and how they work and what's a locker, and then a lot of fun activities to integrate and connect them with other newcomer students. So all of this information is given to them in this orientation program, and in the 2 days, the peer leaders, they get trained as to how they are going to give this information to all the newcomers. So when they actually start school on the first day, they are all familiar with the school system.
What this program has done is helped alleviate some of that nervousness. It gives them a sense of comfort in knowing what they can do if they have questions, concerns, curiosities, and when they are themselves feeling anxious, can feel somewhat less anxious because of what this particular program offers.
When I heard of the NAC program, I really wanted to join because I really wanted to help other immigrants to have a more positive experience in Canada and just to welcome them in with open arms, just like how I was accepted and how I was welcomed. So I wanted to give back to that community.
When we are recruiting the peer leaders, we need to have peer leaders speaking different language, so that when students come in and they do not speak the language, they already have somebody who can relate with them, knows their culture, is able to speak to them in that language.
As a native speaker of Spanish, I can translate and help them with everything they need to know about the school, the programs, and what do we do here in Canada.
I'm an immigrant myself, and I know that it's very difficult to get familiarized or feel comfortable and feel safe in a new environment.
It feels really good to help other people, that's for sure. We are all humans.
I feel like I really am putting into this community, and that I really want to make a difference in this community by like just being more welcoming and kind to immigrants into Canada. It feels amazing to be part of this program.
I moved in from UAE to Canada December 2020 with my husband and 3 kids to ensure that my family is safe and have a place to call home. I've traveled to various countries and I found that Canada is more inclusive and the education system is quite robust. My daughter is in high school. I want her to have an education which is world class at the same time accepted across the world. I've already had a breadth of experience in obstetrics and gynecology for more than 10 years. That exposure gave me enough experience to deal with multicultural group of patients, different languages, different set of medical problems, expectations. As I'm seeing patients here, I'm able to bring in much more compassion and empathy. Canadian healthcare system takes around 500 to 800 international medical graduates every year into their system. I was able to get good scores in my exams and get through the matching process and able to impress the interviewers to select me for a residency program in family medicine at Western University. I'm currently into year 1, so there are 2 years of training, and after that I'll be writing my exam and then be into the system practicing independently. So it was through Facebook that I saw a post by Catholic Community Services of York Region, or CCSYR, which posted about the study group for IMGs for QE1 and NAC OSCE, and that is when I first messaged Shamima, and she was the one who got me into the group. Hi Shamima!
Hello, Nashin. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to see you. They were the most helpful for me to understand the exam and pass them with flying colors. IMGs have to invest a lot of money to get through the system. They are quite expensive. CCSYR was able to subscribe a group subscription for the question bank, as it is the main study material for the exam. Through the CCSYR, I was able to study sitting at home. Being a new immigrant, I had to take care of my family, household chores, and still study. I'm very grateful for the online group because it saved a lot of time for me to travel back and forth, save money on the transport, and still be able to study and have access to all the resources needed for the exam. All the mentors are themselves IMGs who have gone through the entire process. So I was getting information firsthand from people who have had experience in the system. I think that is very important because you need to know the system and hear from people who have already gone through it to be successful. Going through this entire match process is not a one-man show. You need a lot of support both from family and friends. After I completed my exams and I was waiting for the CAMS process, I did mentor to the group to give back to this amazing community, and I was able to teach other international medical graduates about the topics which were very important and train them to appear for the QE1 exam. And this also added as an asset to my CV because mentorship is highly regarded in the system. My advice for all IMG is to be very persistent and follow your dream. Do not get deviated. If you really have that passion, you will reach there. It's just a matter of time and you will be there one day like me. It's a dream which is achievable. IMGs need to really believe in themselves. If you're an IMG that needs support, contact CCSYR.
I came to Canada in 2017. I'm from Nigeria. In 2019, I came in contact with CCSYR.
We have an ethical responsibility for all people to have access to services and to live the best quality of life, free of barriers.
CCSYR really made my children feel welcome in Canada. They helped us with a lot of resources that I didn't know existed, and they helped us to settle better in Canada.
We serve all communities because we reach out to all. I think BIPOC programming is critical. We have a number of initiatives. We have events. We showcase culture, history, music. We have a series of programming to address racism, homophobia, challenges that face specifically the South Asian community and the Black communities.
With the BIPOC program, I had somebody that was giving me first-hand information, and I was helping to shape my children into settling that properly, in the community, which helped them a lot. Because of that, I was now interested to help other women and their children or family to settle down. Basically is to, get in touch with women, with youth, help them, find their path here in Canada, give them information basically that will help them to settle down.
it's absolutely essential for CCSYR to serve Black, Indigenous people of color. These communities have traditionally faced and still do systemic barriers that are institutionalized. They face challenges and barriers and lack of access that other community groups do not.
In a session in the BIPOC program, we help them to get settled, gain confidence, and try as much as possible to discover the areas that they are interested in so that we can further help them to achieve the goals they want.
We try to identify 1 or 2 volunteers that can help facilitate the groups, and we want the groups to be as authentic as possible. We want members from the community to run the groups so that they can best help us to identify the challenges, the needs of the particular groups that we're running. So we're also based on relationship building, and we want our programming to come from the community members that live within the communities themselves.
I want to give back to the community. So that's why I'm volunteering, and seeing the faces of the people that I'm volunteering with, seeing the kind of comfort they get whenever they come around and we assist them with the tools that BIPOC has given to us to work with them. I'm happy because I'm doing what I desire to do.
At first, I was very nervous because I wasn't familiar with Canadian culture. I didn't know how to find a job.
The employment program is one of the programs CCSYR offered to the newcomers in Canada. The goal of this program is to connect our newcomers clients with jobs. But the most important thing is that they feel confident. We work with passion in order to provide all the resources to support them emotionally as well, to not only to navigate the labor market, but to be permanent with employers.
I had a mentor, Farah. She helped me to find a job as a volunteer in the CCSYR.
Fahima called me and she said, I'm looking for a job. Because she was very new in Canada and also didn't have any Canadian working experience, I suggest to start working as a volunteer to learn how to work in Canadian culture.
The program helped me to write my resume and helped me to work as a volunteer.
Newcomers find a lot of difficulties finding jobs. It's a big challenge for newcomers to face, and the poor integration to the Canadian society. But in this organization, we are ready to provide the support that they need. We have group sessions as well, and we are providing resume writing, interview skills, job retention, and we match the newcomers, the clients, with employers.
As a company, we have been employing students from the job program. Here, they learn about organization, time management, sales, marketing, communication skills. As new immigrants, they need to learn about the Canadian experience. We truly believe, as a newcomer, they need help in this country.
This program and what we are doing, it's very important because we are dealing with people's lives. We can help them and empower them with finding jobs.
Success is different for everyone. We try to develop, to serve, to offer all the resources the organization have. Professionals are helping them to succeed.
The standards of beauty were different than those in India, and I had a few problems on fitting in because of my hair.
She would come back home and was sad that, Mom, people stop me and ask me, oh, are you a boy just because you have short hair? So she was getting pressure that, okay, I have to look in a certain way to be acceptable in the school here.
She was finding it difficult to adjust herself to the Canadian society. That was the time when I got in touch with the CCSYR, and subsequently we came to know about a program, Be Real, Be Me.
We are collaborating with the Plan International to facilitate this program. It's about being yourself. It's you, because you are value more than your body image.
The Be Real, Be Me program
was a real life changer. It was a 6-day in-person workshop where the instructors helped you know yourself better. They helped you have a higher body confidence, have a higher self-esteem, overcome peer pressure.
This program was just the right thing, which she needs to attend that workshop, which gives her that confidence that it's not one's, appearance or looks that make you who you are. In that workshop, she met people and girls from different cultures, different ethnicities, and different nationalities, cultures, traditions. And she learned that she was not the only one who was struggling with this.
This program was a very good fit for my daughter. She was approaching her teens, and I felt it is important for her to understand herself and see herself the way she is, and not by the prism and the lenses which the society sets for her.
Each person is unique, so we have to be proud of that. And we believe that this message, the girls right away they got it and they shared about it and feel confident after the program that I am happy with what I have.
At the Be Real Be Me program, it helped me, and I learned that you should not try to copy someone and you should not try to imitate someone. This program makes me feel better about myself and feel like I am the person that I have to be.
Now she motivates other girls, to feel confident about how they look.
My daughter was lucky enough to have this program, and it did help her in a great way. They very categorically and specifically emphasized on how you have to be yourself. You are not here to please the society. You are not here to fall in the peer pressure group.
They create skills and develop skills that help them to respond against any appearance pressure. They were so excited, they feel comfortable and being heard and respected. We saw the positive impact on themselves and well-being.
Be Real, Be Me means not trying to copy others, not trying to copy an image or someone on the media, and just be who I am and be my own unique self.
I came to Canada with my small family, my husband and my beloved one, my daughter. When she was younger and I was in my back home, we had no problem. She was a girl looked like the others. I had no idea about the autism. I came here as a newcomer. We are just adjusting ourselves to the life here. The problem starts from the school, like not improving language very well. She's look like not in level with other students. She can find a friend easily and communicate with them. Low social skills. During this time, I tried to learn, be more stronger, and it was hard for me. I need to get help for myself. My daughter's school recommended the CCSYR to me to get help as a newcomer. CCSYR helped me a lot for this situation. They had many workshops about language even, and many more about my daughter diagnosis for ASD to get more information. They talk with even my same language, and they have many things for the children too. My daughter benefited from social skills group, support group. It's being with the other typical student and improve her skills. It was so beneficial for her. CCSYR introduced me to other parents, and we get help from the whom has more experience about this area. They have more experience and can help me. My daughter is a lovely, gorgeous girl, and I love her forever. The Newcomers Autism Project has been so wonderful for me, helpful to me, my family, my daughter. I recommend it and encourage any family with children with autism come to this wonderful group.
At the Happiness Program for Seniors, we have some activity in this workshop that improve the seniors' physical and mental health. This program helps them to improve their local community engagement. Counseling team has a program run for the workshop in several languages: English, Chinese or Mandarin, Russian, and Farsi language. Today we have a workshop for seniors and how to be happy in this age for Farsi language community. The goal of this program is to improve the seniors' physical and mental health and help to combat feeling loneliness and isolation, and improve their creativity and practice expression through art and storytelling, and improve overall the well-being.
I am an international medical graduate. It was a lot of challenges. The group session is very good because Homeira can explain to us, all the students in the class, all about a relationship between the families or other people in the community.
One activity for the seniors today, I make several pictures in the wall and ask question about what's the feeling when you started to come to Canada, and the next question about what's the feeling right now. This workshop for all the age, because some people is coming as a caregiver, not as a senior. For the grandma or for mom, most of the newcomer is very alone in Canada. It's very good workshop for the communication together and find a friend together.